And now the national anthem, which will be led by Will Martin.
For Leeds United, a very hard season. Not only the 15 points a major blow, but they also had to see Dennis Wise leave the club in January and Gary McAllister come in. Well, let's take a check then on the two teams. Doncaster Rovers select the same side that started the 5-1 thrashing of Southend in the second leg of the semi-final playoff. Neil Sullivan and Sam Hurd were playing their football at Leeds last season. Paul Green has come through from non-league to a playoff final in his 7 years with the club. Only one member of this side, James Hayter, hit double figures for goals in the regulation season, but it's a team capable of scoring from all over. The four midfield players produced an excellent 25 between them, with James Coppinger providing 3 of those in that thrilling victory over Southend. The selection for Leeds United manager Gary McAllister was equally straightforward. The only poser for him was whether to reintroduce Alan Sheehan at left back following suspension, but Bradley Johnson retains his place. Jonathan Howson, a lifelong Leeds fan, was their goal-scoring hero with 2 in the playoff semi-final second leg at Carlisle. Jonathan Douglas is the only member of that lineup who lost to Watford in the Championship final playoff 2 years ago. Jermaine Beckford was comfortably Leeds' top scorer this season. He hit 20. Well, you've got to hand it to the groundsman here at Wembley, who was working until 1 o'clock this morning after the Championship playoff final success for Hull City over Bristol City 24 hours ago. There's been an awful lot of rain that has fallen on this pitch, but it's held up remarkably well. It's still quite firm underfoot, and the players, many of whom like to play in a passing style, will certainly enjoy this surface today. Well, not only has there been a match yesterday, another one here today. It'll be the League Two playoff final tomorrow, and then the little matter of England against the United States of America in an international friendly on Wednesday. The new Wembley is a busy venue indeed. Truly fabulous atmosphere. And it's going to be Leeds United to get the League One playoff final underway. The referee, Andy Durso, gets it started. And as always, in matches as important as this, the first quarter of an hour, 20 minutes or so, could hold the key to the eventual outcome. Who will settle the quicker? Price trying to make a run. Watched all the way by Huntington. Gareth Roberts is the Doncaster Rovers left back. Doncaster win the first free kick of the game. There's Coppinger, the hat-trick hero from the Semi-final second leg against Southend. Doubled his goals tally, incidentally, for the whole season. Douglas. Good looking pass. Now it's with Freedman. Well, Beckford was calling for the early cross and Dougie Freedman tried to provide it. That was an important interception as far as Doncaster Rovers were concerned. Fraser Richardson will take the Leeds United throw. Hooked away by Roberts. And Johnson! Well, he certainly can hit them, Bradley Johnson. Player signed from Northampton Town just 4 months ago. It's been a big rise to a showpiece playoff final for the 21-year-old. Free kick for the foul on Stock, who along with James Hayter played his football under the present Doncaster manager Sean O'Driscoll at Bournemouth. O'Driscoll has stuck by his principles. They are firmly pass and move. Said he has had to drag some people kicking and screaming to this playoff final. When games have been lost this season, people questioned whether he was going about it the right way, but he was never going to change those principles. And in every respect, you just feel that we might have a special game on our hands here. Two football clubs who have been heading in very contrasting directions in recent years. Price. And the corner conceded by Huntington. Jamie Price, known as JJ, even has it on the back of his shirt, his nickname. Played a part in earning Doncaster the first corner of the game, to be taken by their captain Stock. Away by Douglas. And now Green. James O'Connor is another of the ex-Bournemouth clan in this Doncaster Rovers side. Jonathan Douglas is a player who does like a tackle. He's just going to get a word of admonishment early on here from Andy D'Urso. Just suspect if that had been a little bit later in this final, he might well have been looking at a yellow card for that. It was high and late. Andy D'Urso giving himself every opportunity, though, I think, to let the players ease themselves into this big occasion. Already animated, Gary McAllister. Forward by O'Connor. Price. Looking to spread it wide here to Roberts. Chance to run at Richardson.
Now Wellens. Stock. Excellent movement here from Paul Green. Oh, he's done really well. Opportunity here for Price. And Huntington, I think, who got the deflection away, and it was absolutely crucial. Really good move here from Doncaster. Green on the end of that fine pass from Stock, and when he cut it back for Price, Huntington with that vital interception for Leeds United. Stock with a corner. Momentum firmly with Doncaster at the moment. Wellens. And still Richie Wellens. Can he go all the way? No, side netting in the end. The angle was tight. And to be fair to Wellens, as you see the replay, not sure he had a cutback on here. There were more white shirts than those in red and white when he got to that position. But he's enjoyed an excellent season, Wellens. He's due to have an operation on a double hernia problem. He's currently playing through the pain barrier. But a key component of this Doncaster side. Price. Leeds remain on the back foot here. Wouldn't reach Hayter. Huntington sorted that. Another Doncaster corner. Opportunity for Matt Mills to get forward from the back. In by Stock. Wasn't too far away from reaching the head there of Hurd. Agonisingly beyond Sam Hurd, the centre-back who was discarded by Leeds United last year. Price holding up the challenge of Mikulik. This is Green. Now O'Connor. Roberts. And Price almost in there. It was a terrific stretching interception by Johnson. Doncaster Rovers still continuing to turn the screws here. Great save by Ankaran. Kasper Ankergren out very quickly here at the feet of James Coppinger. At the end of a superb 4 or 5 minute spell here for Doncaster. They will be absolutely delighted with the way they've started. And there has to be some degree of concern for Gary McAllister. Price, and that looked onside. It is onside. Great chance here for Doncaster. Ankergren again. This time, the outstretched right hand, definitely onside. No question. But Hayter denied by Ankergren. The second important save from the Leeds United goalkeeper. Now Johnson. Frantic opening 10 minutes here. It's going to be no problem for Neil Sullivan, but at the other end, the Danish goalkeeper Kasper Ankergren, first to deny Coppinger, and on the second occasion, equally good in holding up the progress here of James Hayter with an almost identical stretching save with the right hand. Kept 7 clean sheets in the last 11 games, Ankergren. Doncaster do have recent experience of finals. They went to the Johnston's Paint Trophy final 12 months ago at the Millennium Stadium, Cardiff, and won that. And here they come again with Coppinger. And 5 years ago, they went to Britannia Stadium, the home of Stoke City, who've just won promotion to the Premier League. And on that occasion, Doncaster beat Dagenham and Redbridge. Here's Hayter. And once again, Ankergren is there, but the movement and the feet of James Hayter, superb. But once again, the Leeds goalkeeper alive to the impending danger. Johnson, Leeds United just trying to assert some authority on this game now. Prutton. They're aware at Leeds they need a few touches of the ball here. It's exactly what they're getting. Douglas, Richardson. Now Mikulek. Not long ago he was playing in the Premier League with Bolton Wanderers. Well, so far, Beckford and Friedman, the 2 Leeds United strikers, have barely had a kick. Prutton. Cut out well by Wellens. Well, one of the many tags, the positive tags that have been applied to Sean O'Driscoll's Doncaster this season is that they've been the Arsenal of League One. A testament to the aesthetically pleasing pass and move football that they play, and we've seen fulsome evidence of that in the first 13 minutes or so. Forward by Huntington. Here's Beckford. First real involvement for Leeds' top scorer this season. Douglas. Kilkenny. Cut out well by Stock. And now O'Connor. Mikulek doing well under pressure. One for Beckford to chase, and he's quick. Held up well in the end by Mills. Kilkenny. Beckford held it up well. Support from Prutton. It's a poor challenge by Mills. And Howson rather needlessly getting involved there. Referee will want at least a word here with Matt Mills. And it's more than a word. It's going to be the first card of this League One playoff final. Andy D'Urso saying I've no option. That was clean through the back of Jermaine Beckford from Matthew Mills, and the opening yellow card of the game. Decent position here now for Leeds. For the first time since kick-off, we begin to hear the 36,000 Leeds United fans inside Wembley. Marching on together is their famous song. They've been forced to march to the tune of Doncaster for most of what we've seen up to now. Johnson and Kilkenny over the free kick. Breaks as far as Douglas. No direction or power on the header from Paul Huntington. Had a few games in the Premier League with Newcastle. This is a player who's highly rated with Leeds, Jonathan Howson, lifelong Leeds United fan. Only turned 20 recently. And he was on the terraces 2 years ago supporting Leeds in their failed Championship playoff final defeat. And they failed to turn up that day and lost 3-0 to Watford. Oh, it's a poor ball out from the back. From Hurd, it's Beckford! And that was a routine save in the end for his former Leeds United teammate Neil Sullivan, but Sam Hurd almost gifting his former club the opening goal. Beckford unable to take the chance. Gareth Roberts. Wellens. Well, there's two hefty challenges going in there on Richie Wellens. Maybe the Leeds United players are aware of the injury that he's playing through currently. But he was certainly on the end of some physical challenges here. Has to be said, on both occasions they were fair tackles. Well, an opportunity for the players to pause for breath. It's been a cracking start. One interesting aside to this playoff final, Sean O'Driscoll changed the dimensions of the Doncaster Rovers training pitch to mirror those of the wide open spaces of Wembley in order to get his players attuned to exactly the parameters they'd be operating in today. And they have been the better side by a distance up to now. But Kasper Ankergren, the Leeds United goalkeeper, has made two vital saves at the feet of Coppinger and Hayter to keep the scoreline blank. Coppinger. Here's Stock. Green, waiting for support from O'Connor. It's James O'Connor, stabbed away by Jonathan Douglas. Several corners that Doncaster have carved out in the opening 20 minutes. Once again, Hurd and Mills, the centre-backs, stride forward for the Stock delivery. Comfortably out by the head of Huntington. No foul, says referee Durso. Wellens. Now Green. Richie Wellens again. Always an option
for the Doncaster player in possession. Their movement is superb off the ball. A little slip there by Wellens, taken on by Douglas, and now Beckford. He's got grass in front of him here, Jermaine Beckford. That's a poor pass. Clearly the wrong option here for Beckford. Both sides enjoyed a 1-0 away win in the two league meetings in the regulation season, and on each occasion stunning free kicks won the day. Brian Stock, the Doncaster captain, scoring at Elland Road, and Alan Sheehan, who's only a substitute for Leeds, scoring an equally fine free kick at Doncaster's Keep Moat Stadium. Wellens. Stock. Free kick in the end has gone the way of Coppinger. Referee just wanting a quiet word with Howson. Second of his 2 goals at Carlisle in the semi-final second leg playoff came in injury time, which prevented that tie from going into extra time. Gareth Roberts with the Doncaster free kick, looking for Green. Johnson there's the player who has really had only Leeds' sole shot in anger, which he drove over the crossbar early on. One effort from Beckford was fairly tame, which was comfortably dealt with by Neil Sullivan. Doncaster fans unable to fill their allocation of tickets, and in fact they had to suspend sales of tickets at their ground for fear of Leeds fans joining the queue to try and buy up the tickets that were so sparse and scarce at Elland Road. It didn't take very long for Leeds, with such a bigger history, of course, than that of Doncaster, for them to sell out quickly. Had a remarkable game, Coppinger, in the semi-final against Southend at the Keep Moat Stadium. One of the best hat-tricks of the season. In that 5-1 demolition. Here's Friedman, trying to find his strike partner Beckford. And now Roberts. Taken on by Green, but with his arm, says the referee. Points towards the top of the shoulder. From the angle Andy Durso, the referee, saw it. The award was a free kick to Leeds. It was close.
Kilkenny. Leeds United throw, which will be taken by Fraser Richardson. Back here with Paul Huntington. This is Lubomir Mikelic. Excellent pass from the Slovakian. Kilkenny expecting a run from Richardson. I think Kilkenny overhit the pass anyway. Wellens. Howson. Mikelic. Just signs now that Leeds United are beginning to settle to this final after being outplayed in the opening quarter of an hour, 20 minutes. Prutton trying to feed the run there of Howson, and Sullivan can't prevent the corner. Leeds United's first corner of the game. To be taken by Neil Kilkenny. Sullivan comes. Just might have got something to that, the Doncaster Rovers goalkeeper. Terrific challenge there from Green. And the free kick against Prutton. And it's going to be another yellow card. First to be awarded to a Leeds player, but David Prutton will join the Doncaster central defender Matt Mills in the book. Beckford. Just a little bit awkward, the bouncing ball there for Mikelic, and Price was a nuisance there to the Leeds defender. Fraser Richardson. Friedman. He's dangerous in these areas, Dougie Friedman. He's trying to look for room to go. There wasn't any in the end. Stabbed clear by O'Connor. And away eventually by Gareth Roberts. Well, Leeds United are well into this match now. Dougie Friedman, one of the old heads, came in on loan from Crystal Palace in March and has scored 6 goals in 13 matches for Leeds to bring them to this League One playoff final. It's a brave header won by Johnson. Not the cleanest of challenges from Green. I think Andy D'Ursso's got that absolutely spot on, because I think Paul Green only had eyes for the ball here. Yes, his right foot did make contact with Johnson, but it was unintended, and the referee, from my point of view, called that superbly well. Sean O'Driscoll there in conversation with Paul Armstrong, the 4th official. Friedman. No way through for Howson, and away by Roberts. This is Huntington. Kilkenny. Plenty of white shirts forward here, including the left back. Bradley Johnson urged to shoot by the Leeds fans. Still it's Johnson. Now it's Beckford, and Beckford again. And Neil Sullivan happy to pounce on the ball that was heading for the back of the net via Jermaine Beckford, but no real power in the shot. Did take a slight deflection though off Mills. I have to tell you, the M1 motorway, one of the main arteries from north to south in England, was naturally clogged with traffic, with the Leeds and Doncaster fans, for many of them travelling via the same route. I too was on that route down here, and it was a colourful sight. Not only the Leeds United and Doncaster fans heading south, but many hundreds of Hull City fans, the victorious Hull fans who won promotion for the very first time to the Premier League yesterday, were still making their way north, back to East Yorkshire. Technically known as Humberside these days, but in old money, Hull was in East Yorkshire, and many still think of it that way. But one way or another, quite a weekend for Yorkshire, as it indeed will be for Lancashire tomorrow, when two old Lancastrian clubs, Stockport County and Rochdale, battle it out for promotion to League One. A little bit of indecision from the referee is whether he wants Richardson to take the throw again. Bradley Johnson. Forward by Mikulek. Not sure that was the pass he intended, but it's found Richardson, who's earned a throw. Forward by Douglas. Green misread the bounce of that. This is Howson. Now Beckford. Just trying to gain that half a metre, which would have given him a better angle to strike at Sullivan's goal. Come a long way in a short time, Jermaine Beckford. Certainly the more experienced of the two strikers, Friedman, capable of not only scoring a goal but setting one up for his partner today. Kilkenny. Now Prutton. Kilkenny. It's found its way through to Beckford. Defending good enough though from O'Connor. And he's seen plenty of the ball in the last 5 or 10 minutes. Handball against Price. Only scored 8 goals in the regulation season, JJ Price, but brings something else to the table for Doncaster with his selfless running and his hold-up play. Here's Beckford again. He's drawn Mills out from his centre-back position. This is Prutton. Offside. Flag was quickly up here from John Pearce, the assistant referee on that far side. Well, it's his birthday today, Dougie Freedman. Turned 34 now. Free kick, it's gone against Mills. Kilkenny with the Leeds free kick. Wasn't particularly good marking on that far side from Doncaster. Price is back to win the header. And Green risking the back pass. And getting a bit of a telling off for his troubles from Sullivan. It was a big call for Paul Green there. In by Richardson. That's routine for 38-year-old Neil Sullivan. 3 seasons the Doncaster Rovers goalkeeper had at Ellen Road with Leeds. Referee rather getting in the way there of Howson. Been quite a few years for Paul Green, the Doncaster Rovers midfield man. A little over 5 years ago, couldn't have dreamt of playing in a League One playoff final. He was playing non-league football with Doncaster Green as recently as 2003, and yet here they are looking to become the first club to get promotion from the non-league to the Championship in 6 seasons. Wellens. Almost as if Doncaster is saying, right, you've had your spell now, Leeds, it's our turn. Certainly had a sparkling opening quarter of an hour. The team from South Yorkshire. It's going to beat the game run of Freedman. Had it not been for Leeds United's well-documented 15-point deduction imposed at the beginning of the season for breaking insolvency rules, they would have finished 11 points ahead of Doncaster in the regulation season. As it was, they ended up finishing 5th. Doncaster missed out on the chance of automatic promotion to the Championship on the final day of the season. They only lost one of their last 7 matches, but the defeat, a costly one on that final day at Cheltenham Town. Wellens. And now Green on to O'Connor. This is Hayter turning into space, but unable to keep his shot down. Top scorer this season, James Hayter for Doncaster with 10. It's only half the amount that Beckford scored for Leeds. But I think we've seen with the fluidity when they do go forward, Doncaster, why they've scored goals from all over the park this season. There's just a little bit of an opening there for Hayter. Poor ball out from Mikulik. This is Wellens. That poor touch brought groans from the Leeds United fans. In by Robert, and it's Hayter! Ankergren to meet him again. He's having a superb game, Kasper Ankergren. Lovely weight on the pass from Roberts, and just a slightly heavy touch from Hayter, which allowed Ankergren to deny him again. Good looking ball by Wellens. This is Paul Green. It's another Doncaster corner. Brian Stock, the Doncaster captain, to take. Cleared by his opposite number, Jonathan Douglas. Here's Wellens. Into the feet of Price. Rather fool Green with the flick pass. JJ Price. Here's Johnson. Beckford making a strong run. Here he is, Jermaine Beckford. Excellent movement here from Kilkenny. And Howson! Wasn't too far away, Jonathan Howson. There'd be no more popular goal scorer today for Leeds United than the 20-year-old. Sullivan was waving it goodbye, and that's how close it was. We're into the last minute of normal time at the end of a very interesting first half. We're going to have 2 minutes of time added on. O'Connor. House. Kilkenny.
Oh, get strung out!
Roberts, just for a moment, thought that Hurd was going to take charge of that situation. Here's Mikulik.
The officials indicating there will be a minimum of 2 minutes additional time.
Good play again from Jonathan Howson. Interception, an important one there for Hurd. James O'Connor. Certainly the closest Leeds United have come. Jonathan Howson with that terrific curling effort, which just beat the frame of the goal. Goalkeeper Sullivan claiming that was his. It was the right decision from the goalkeeper. Stop. O'Connor. Now Green. Hayter. Last seconds of the 2 minutes added on of the opening period. In by Paul Green, looking for Price. And it breaks kindly here for Fraser Richardson. Referee Andy D'Urso blows for half-time. Casper Ankergren, the saviour for Leeds in that sparkling opening to the game for Doncaster, twice saving at the feet of Coppinger and Hayter. Leeds United grew into this League One playoff final after that. Closest they went was from Jonathan Howson. Tired legs will play a part. We have at least 45 minutes, maybe extra time, and maybe penalties after that. Hard to call it at the moment. Half-time at Wembley, 0-0. So 45 minutes perhaps separates Doncaster Rovers or Leeds United to promotion to the Championship. Of course, the prospect still of extra time and penalties. Tiredness will be a factor in the last half an hour of the match. Both managers have conceded that. Substitutions at key times could well play a part. It's worth pointing out as well that Richie Wellens with his double hernia problem and Gareth Roberts, the Doncaster left back, with a slight hamstring strain leading up to this final. Keep an eye on how those two see out the remainder of this second half. Andy D'Urso from Billericay in Essex is ready, gets the second half underway. And immediately on the front foot are Doncaster Rovers and Paul Green. Looking for the run of his captain Stock, and a free kick in the early seconds here of the second half for Doncaster. It was Lubomir Mikulic's challenge on Stock. Referee D'Urso could not have had a better view of that. Now Gareth Roberts, in his Tranmere Rovers days, showed he has a great left foot from set-piece situations. Coppinger is also a possibility, but the angle that they're looking at Ankergren's goal favours the left foot of Roberts. One final word between Coppinger and Roberts, and it's Coppinger, driven in by Wellens, deflected on its way, and the first corner of the second half for Doncaster Rovers. Just a little bit surprised they didn't use the left foot there of Roberts. Brian Stock will take the Doncaster corner. The header's in! James Hayter! The first breakthrough of the League One playoff final for Doncaster Rovers. Their top scorer this season, throwing everything at Brian Stock's corner. And it flew past the right shoulder of Casper Ankergren. James Hayter won a League Two playoff final under Sean O'Driscoll at Bournemouth. He may be now on the cusp of doing it again Doncaster Rovers, and Gary McAllister wears the frown of a man who's just seen his side concede the opening goal of this final. Well, Doncaster's blistering start to the first half almost brought them at least one goal. Well, now Hayter has got one section of Wembley singing. Something like 12,000 less Doncaster fans than those from Leeds have made it here to Wembley, but they're the ones that are singing. Friedman, Kilkenny, and now Beckford. O'Connor quick to help out his centre-back Mills. Huntington. Just need to clear their heads here now, Leeds United. A long way to go. Mikulik, Richardson, Kilkenny. Nice football from Leeds, taken on by Howson. Here's Beckford, Jermaine Beckford. Not the power in the shot he naturally would have hoped for. Had to dig it out really. Unable to get any purchase at the end of a fine move. Push forward, a message from McAllister. Let's take the game to Doncaster. You don't want to invite this quality Doncaster Rovers side on, Leeds. They have quality themselves, of course, and now they need to show it. Offside against the goal scorer, Hayter. That was a thumping header. No chance for goalkeeper or defender on the line. Richardson. Good throw from Richardson. Can Howson get there? Not quite. Goal kick given. Need all the predatory instincts of Dougie Friedman now, Leeds. They did score more goals than Doncaster in the regulation season, although Doncaster in all competitions came up with close to 90. Wellens. First time in their history Leeds United have been playing in the third tier of English football. As much as that is a cause for frustration and no little embarrassment to their fans. There's work to do there for Mills. This is Beckford. Not a good clearing header by Roberts. Kilkenny, he's got support from Richardson if he needs it. In by Fraser Richardson, that was his intention, blocked by Wellens. Huntington looking for Beckford. Friedman trying to feed off any bits and pieces. This is Broughton. Cleared by Roberts. Price. Firm and effective challenge from Michalik. Any of that frustration the Leeds fans felt about playing in the third tier for the first time ever. Contrast that with the state of Doncaster Rovers 10 years ago. And they didn't have any goal nets in training, no kit, no balls. That's how serious the plight was. They weren't too far out from going out of existence at that time. And then local millionaire businessman John Ryan came in as chairman. And the resurrection has been a mighty one. Wellens. Hayter. May fall for Green. Corner. As Coppinger goes straight in from that right-hand side. Just a little slow to react there, the Leeds United defence. Brian Stock with the corner. Having scored from his last corner, somewhat surprising he didn't throw that one into the mix. Sure, his manager would have wanted him to. James Hayter's goal is the difference. And there is John Ryan. Once upon a time he said, if I can get Doncaster a club he feels that can more than survive offside against Price, that can more than survive at championship level. Saying this a decade ago, Ryan, and it would be time to stand down. My job would be finished. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure that he'd be prepared to walk away now. The sheer adrenaline excitement of it all. But there's a long way to go. No one will be ruling Leeds United out at this stage. Johnson. Hayter giving game chase. Good defending in the end by Huntington. O'Connor. Green. Don't think there's any question that Leeds United are the more powerful, physical of the two. That may well have a significant part to play in this final as this second half develops. Hayter. Wellens. Perfectly guided into the path here of Price. Excellent defending by Johnson. Richardson. House. Bradley Johnson. Now David Broughton. Howson again. Nice football again from Leeds. Beckford trying to link with Friedman. Well, they've got time, Leeds, here to play their football. They're trying to do that. If the scoreline stays the same, obviously they'll then be throwing it forward early. At the moment, This is a patience game. Huntingdon. Put out easily by Roberts. Richardson. Nice interchange there between Howson and Douglas. Howson claiming a deflection. The referee says it will be a corner. Clear touch off Sam Hurd. Leeds attacking the end where the bulk of their support is. Up goes Mikulik. Cleared importantly there by Price, who was fouled in the process. One or two Doncaster players suggesting to the referee it might have been a bit of a stamping offence here on JJ Price by Beckford. No, he made contact, but it was a genuine attempt to block the clearance from Beckford. Free kick against Price. Here's Bradley Johnson. Kilkenny. Just a little bit slow and deliberate, this Leeds United attack. Here's Friedman and Beckford! Well, everything he's hit so far has gone straight down the throat of Neil Sullivan. It's a lucky deflection here. O'Connor. Offside against Price. Wellens. Foul by Kilkenny. Time for a moment's contemplation here for the Doncaster skipper Brian Stock as he drills a free kick wide here for Coppinger. O'Connor. Wellens. Green, Wellens, Stock, and again the flag against Doncaster. Coppinger had the hope of reaching the ball forward anyway. It was a mighty close one, maybe just John Pearce, the assistant referee, getting that one correct. Leeds fans making themselves heard at Wembley, trying to lift their players towards this equalising goal. Wellens, as he invariably is, involved where the tackles are flying. We know he's got that double hernia problem, and challenges like that are always going to hurt. And he's struggling, clearly. Throw-in goes the way of Doncaster. It's a brave challenge there from Hayter. Almost as if both sides are taking a little breather. Fabulously loyal, the Leeds fans. Huge fan base all over the world. Many of them tuned in today, hoping to see their side get another step closer back to where their fans feel they belong, and virtually everybody in football feels that Leeds United belong, and that is the Premier League. Leeds are in their third Football League playoff, still looking for their first win. They lost in 1987 in the first ever playoffs in the old second division, the second tier then, known as Division 2, and they lost to Charlton. And in those days, the playoffs in that section was third, fourth and fifth in the old second division against the team that finished fourth and bottom in the top league. And Charlton prevailed on the day. Here's Coppinger. Trying to atone for his error, James Coppinger's conceded the free kick. Free kick against Price. He thought he took the ball cleanly. Kilkenny. Huntington. Beckford. Covered well in the end by Hurd. Had to get across smartly there, Sam Hurd. Doncaster born, but joined Leeds when he was 11 years old, the Doncaster centre-back. Says he has no split loyalties today. Doncaster is very much his team. Not exercising Gary McAllister's mind to make a substitution yet. Leeds have Trésor Kandol as their best bet for a goal off the bench. Scored 11 goals in the regulation season. Richardson. House. This is Johnson. And now Prutton. Three waiting for the cross. And Price niggling back there at Kilkenny. Vital job for his side there, JJ Price. Jonathan Douglas. Chance for a quick counter here for Doncaster. Wellens sweeping pass, looking for Hayter, whose 47th minute goal still separates the teams. as we head into the final quarter of normal time. You won't really need me to remind you, but I'll do it anyway. If it finishes level after 90, it'll be 30 minutes extra time, and if they still can't be parted, it will be penalty kicks to decide who will play Championship football next season. Richardson, Howson, 4 ahead of him. Friedman, back with Howson. Johnson. Well, he had a pass to his left there, Bradley Johnson, but he got a rush of blood to the head. Prutton was screaming for the pass. And the first substitution of the game is about to be made by Leeds United. David Prutton is going to be replaced by Trezor Candle. Prutton lost in a playoff semi-final with Nottingham Forest, seen his former club get promoted to the Championship automatically. And now Trezor Candle, can he be the catalyst to turn this game around for Leeds? Bouncing ball will not be a problem in the end for Sullivan. Defender Hurd was desperate for his goalkeeper to come, and he did. Wellens. He's going to have to come off. Richie Wellens volleyed the ball out deliberately there, so Sean O'Driscoll could replace him. Right, this is interesting. Referee Andy Durso is allowing Leeds United to get straight on with the throw here. Wellens had booted the ball out and immediately raised his arm that he wanted to be substituted. Referee told him to get up and allow play to continue. Leeds United were not in any mood to give Doncaster the ball back, but they have it now. O'Connor, and that's onside. It's a great run from Paul Green. Can't wriggle clear of a superb Jonathan Douglas challenge. The Leeds United captain wouldn't give it up there. Terrific tussle between him and Green. And now surely Wellens will be able to go off. And Mark McCammon is going to be his replacement, but a perfectly timed run here, definitely onside. Green looked like he was going to wriggle clear of Jonathan Douglas, but the lead skipper had other ideas. Superb challenge, had to time it, anything mistimed, and he was looking at a penalty for Doncaster. Well, you wouldn't call this a defensive substitution. I'm not sure Sean O'Driscoll knows the meaning of defensive side of the game. Everything's positive in O'Driscoll's world, and McCammon will come on and play essentially in midfield. He can drop in and play a defensive role if needed. And that's certainly where he's placing himself at the moment. Sees out any danger there from his fellow substitute, Trezor Candle. Sean O'Driscoll won't be dreaming yet about promotion. Hayter, terrific run here from O'Connor. Price and McCammon waiting for a cross, and still James O'Connor. challenge there from Green. What a game he's having. In towards Price. Well, no wonder a lot of managers and coaches these days go down watching non-league football, where these Doncaster fans were watching conference football, and Paul Green was in their side in 2003. But it just shows how quickly players can develop from the non-league game and reach close to the highest levels. And Doncaster are 17 minutes or so away from a third promotion in 6 seasons. Good work from Kendall, trying to feed Beckford. Cross comes Mills, in the nick of time there for Doncaster, Matt Mills. Leeds United galvanising themselves for a big push here. Kilkenny. Johnson. Headed down from Kendall and safely dealt with by Hurd. Kilkenny. Richardson. Huge roar from the Leeds fans, in by Richardson, but straight into the grateful midriff of Neil Sullivan, who might have been in the Leeds United goal, but for a different twist of fate, left the club last summer. Forward by Kilkenny. Green. Once again, another one of those driving runs from Paul Green. Hasn't taken very far this time. Kilkenny. Killed in an instant by Friedman. This is Howson. And once again, Leeds United guilty of not using a spare man. Jonathan Howson had a pass there to his left, and he set his sights here, and he was well wide of the target. Just look at the ball he had on here. Douglas. Johnson. Kendall calling for the long ball in. Up he goes with Sullivan, and the goalkeeper was commanding. Nothing better for defenders to see than a positive goalkeeper. Driven forward by O'Connor. Offside against McCammon. Leeds United getting ready to bring on Andy Hughes. Here's Douglas. Driven in by Douglas, and in the end the shot is a poor one from Friedman. Had to snatch at it a little. That's the last action of this final for Dougie Friedman. There'll be no birthday goal for him. There may well still be a birthday celebration. And Andy Hughes, who was signed last summer from Norwich City, played over 40 games for Leeds in the season just finished. Strong running here from Hayter. Held up well in the end by Huntington. Hughes working it well to Bradley Johnson. 1-4, Beckford to chase. He's got in behind O'Connor, who made up the ground really well there. Fantastic recovery that from James O'Connor at the expense of a Leeds United corner. The only goal of this League One playoff final came from a corner. James Hayter's header 2 minutes into the second half. Here come Leeds. Great handling from Sullivan under a lot of pressure. No substitute for experience. Been around the block several times, Neil Sullivan, plenty of top level experience. And certainly brought to bear there. The crowd here at Wembley today, not quite a full house due to Doncaster not selling out their full allocation, and because the authorities did not want any segregation problems, the empty spaces you see couldn't be taken up by many thousands of Leeds fans who would have liked to have been here. Here now, Doncaster with Price. In by O'Connor. No sure touch there for Hayter. And brought clear by Jonathan Douglas. And he's going to earn his side a free kick. The official crowd inside Wembley today is 75,136. And Adam Lockwood is going to come on now for JJ Price. And this is a defensive substitution from Sean O'Driscoll. We can forgive him that. A little over 10 minutes away from a playoff final. He's run his course, JJ Price. Put in the hard yards as usual for his manager. And a defender, Adam Lockwood, is on. Howson. Coppinger, perfectly timed run from inside his own half from Hayter. And he saw there wasn't much on in the middle, and he was just trying to run the clock down a bit more. Corner kick given. Those legs of James Hayter, extremely tired. Many players out there on the point of cramp. Second goal now for Doncaster Rovers, and that may well prove sufficient. O'Connor. Firm header out was from Kendall. Hughes. Hughes claiming a corner, and the corner given. Last touch of Gareth Roberts. Now we're getting into anxiety time for Gary McAllister. Worth noting though that not far short of a third of their goals this season for Leeds scored in the last 10 minutes of games. Driven in by Howson. Kilkenny. Great crossing position here. Found only the head of the inexhaustible Paul Green. And of those late Leeds United goals, as many as 8 of them in the 90th minute or stoppage time. Howson. You can reach out and grab the tension at Wembley now. Here come Leeds. Great position for Andy Hughes. Now, was he trying to score from there, or did he just miscue this? 3 white shirts waiting for a pullback. McCammon, or rather Coppinger, finding Roberts. Here is McCammon. Stock. Forward by Matt Mills. Hughes. Throw into Leeds. Doncaster Rovers are getting ready to make their final substitution. They'll get the opportunity now. Gary McAllister furious as Leeds make a right old mess of that situation. It's Lewis Guy who's going to come on for Doncaster to replace James Coppinger.
3-2. Thank you for your magnificent support.
And a yellow card for time wasting for Neil Sullivan. Sean O'Driscoll, the Doncaster manager, was more than thinking about the final switch. Mikulek. Kilkenny. Important header won there by Mills. O'Connor. Huntington. Now Mikulek. House. This is Fraser Richardson. Bradley Johnson on the far side, not in possession yet, but further forward. He's almost playing as a left winger now. As indeed he has to, as Leeds have got 5 minutes plus any stoppage time to find an equaliser. Here comes the Doncaster switch now. Lewis Guy for James Coppinger. 22-year-old striker Lewis Guy will replace the very popular James Coppinger. Just added to his fan club with that sensational hat-trick in the semi-final second leg against Southend. And Lewis Guy, once on the books of Newcastle United, comes on for what he will hope to be a short substitution appearance. Can Leeds take it to extra time? Well, there was the chance for the Leeds United captain. In his mind's eye, he saw the roof of the net bulging here. But his right foot cut across the ball, and that made all the difference from it flying wide or slamming into the back of that Doncaster Rovers net. Doncaster free kick. Great work again there from the goal scorer Hayter. And Sean O'Driscoll's side will be in no great hurry to take this free kick. Certainly no hurry to get it into the middle. The clock is in their favour. Leeds United need to summon up another late goal in this extraordinary season for them on and off the field. Huntington. Now is the time, it has to go forward early. Kilkenny. Douglas. Johnson. Somebody is going to have to make things happen in a white shirt. Bradley Johnson has earned a throw. Fraser Richardson beckoning for the throw-in to be delayed while he gets across to pilot this one in long. It's wasted a few extra seconds for Leeds. Cleared by Hayter. Johnson. Candle winning the header. Mills powerfully out. Gareth Roberts. Less than 2 minutes of normal time left. Howson kept it in under pressure from Hayter. The willing run of James Hayter forced Leeds to go all the way back with their goalkeeper Ankergren. Douglas lifting one forward again. Mills has to get there for Doncaster. Taken on by Andy Hughes. Bradley Johnson. Header back into the mix by Huntington, and there's Sullivan again. He's missed nothing in the air today, the Doncaster Rovers goalkeeper. Doncaster are nearly there. Their first ever visit to Wembley in their 129-year history. They have a free kick. Challenge from Howson, who's going to go into the book for that. And his heroics at Carlisle in the semi-final may be to no avail. And Gary McAllister beginning to think now it's not going to be Leeds United's day. How those fans have suffered. What a roller coaster ride in the last decade. From the Champions League semi-final 7 years ago. 4 minutes. Hope springs eternal for Leeds. They march on together, Leeds, but now it needs a hero, an individual in a white shirt there now to bring them a big, big goal. Richardson, Hughes, Sullivan is there again. Brave challenge coming in from Tresor Candle, and it was always favouring Neil Sullivan, who throughout his career has one of the best players, best goalkeepers when the ball is tossed into the air. As he came down to ground, his right boot caught the head of Candle. With some force, it has to be said. James Hayter on the cusp of being the man who scores the goal at Wembley that takes Doncaster Rovers into the championship. His 11th goal of the season is worth untold financial resources, which this man, in a couple of minutes or so's time, will be knocking in a few days' time, I suspect, on John Ryan, the chairman's door. How do we go forward? If Doncaster Rovers can see this game out for the remaining 120 seconds, they're playing in the Leeds United half with Lewis Guy. O'Connor. Superb touch from Hayter. He's looking for a free kick, nothing doing, says Andy D'Urso. Leeds United nearly in the last chance saloon. Richardson. Hughes. Spreads it well. Douglas. Got to throw it in now, Fraser Richardson. 5 white shirts in there. Kendall battling for it. Risky header back to his goalkeeper from Paul Green. Nerves of steel to produce this back header. And it just got there. They feel the day is lost. For the Doncaster Rovers fans, in a few seconds' time it will be unbridled joy, unless Leeds can find something at the death. Gary McAllister's side have less than 30 seconds. If it's going to happen for Leeds, it has to happen now. But away come Doncaster. Their captain, Brian Stock, the man who'll be lifting the trophy that sends Doncaster surely now to the Championship in a few minutes' time. There can't possibly be time now for Leeds. Referee's whistle. Both sets of players wondering which way it's gone here. It's gone the way of Doncaster. And surely Doncaster are there now. Referee Andy D'Urso's full-time whistle imminent. Neil Sullivan's may well be the last kick of the League One playoff final. Still, the referee finds a few more seconds. Leeds United just can't get it forward. The Doncaster fans beseeching the referee for the full-time whistle. Almost 5 minutes of time added on. The referee did put Neil Sullivan for time wasting. Have Leeds got time now to get it forward one last time? John Ryan, the Doncaster chairman, wondering where the full-time whistle is. There it is! James Hayter scores the only goal of the League One playoff final and takes Doncaster Rovers fans into delirium and takes Doncaster Rovers Football Club into the second tier of English football for the first time in 50 years. And for the Leeds United players, distraught as they lie prone on the turf, Sean O'Driscoll is almost the coolest man inside Wembley, a quiet man, but well respected inside the game, as indeed is Gary McAllister, who now has the unenviable job of going round and trying to lift his players. Neil Sullivan stood up to everything asked of him today, particularly aerially, where he was dominant. And at 38, he's going to have another season at a higher level. Great reward for a fine career. The Leeds United fans, some of them at least I think would be gracious in defeat. They won't feel too much like it at the moment, the players too. But they will know that this is a fine Doncaster Rovers side who play football the way most of us would like to see this game played. A passing game, a thoughtful game, and at Wembley today a winning game. And there is Sam Hurd, the player discarded by Leeds 12 months ago. Doncaster born, it'll mean as much to him as anyone. But there will be no consolation in the next few hours to come for those Leeds United fans. Jermaine Beckford, the top scorer, with 20 goals in the season just finished. And Ken Bates, who had a dream, and now he will feel the hurt of those 15 points even deeper. 15 points taken away from Leeds before a ball was kicked for breaking insolvency rules. Cruel on them. But they'll be back. And for Doncaster Rovers, well, who knows how far they can go. Jonathan Douglas, who was in the Leeds side, their skipper, that lost in the playoff final to go into the Premier League just 2 years ago when they were beaten by Watford. But Jamie Price, just one of several of these Doncaster players who plied their trade for many years in the lower divisions. Wembley, not unused to tears. And there'll be tears of joy amongst the 24,000 Doncaster fans who've made the journey down from South Yorkshire to prevail over their West Yorkshire neighbours. What a rise under John Ryan. 10 years ago he took over as chairman. 3 promotions in 6 seasons. He said once upon a time he would walk away if he got them into the championship. Do you think that's going to happen? No, me neither. Oh, what a contrasting picture. At one end of the ground, desolation, and at the other, untold delight. What a game he had. Paul Green, so energetic in midfield. Gareth Roberts there, played his part at left back, lost in a playoff game against Hartlepool a few years ago with Tranmere Rovers. But they are the winners of the League One playoff final as they celebrate with their joyous fans. Very shortly, Doncaster Rovers players will be presented with the trophy. John Ryan flanked there by the chairman of the Football League, Lord Mawini. And now the officials guiding the Doncaster Rovers players towards the royal box, where the chairman, who wears the broadest smile, it has to be said, inside Wembley, will greet his victorious players. The losers don't get medals in a playoff final. They're just left with their own thoughts. It'll be a while before that smile disappears off the face of John Ryan. They might have to surgically remove it. Conference football in 2003. They won promotion back to the Football League at the end of that season, Doncaster Rovers. And it's been a meteoric rise since. 3 promotions in 6 seasons for them. A fabulous story. And an example to all those former league clubs now plying their trade in the conference. Both sets of supporters will be making predominantly the same journey back home tonight. What a contrast that's going to be on the motorways.
Here they come, led by their captain, Brian Stark.
Doncaster Rovers then making the strides up towards the royal box, towards his delighted chairman, and towards the trophy that they've striven long and hard for this season. Suffers the disappointment stop in the players in not getting automatic promotion on the final day of the season when they lost to Cheltenham Town. And now the joy of a playoff final win at Wembley. weary legs, but they'll make those final few important yards where the trophy awaits Doncaster Rovers. There'll be no prouder chairman in England than John Ryan. And at the new Wembley, a little change of scene. The players have to disappear for a few seconds before they re-emerge in the higher tier. And up the steps as our camera behind the scenes pans on those Doncaster players. Brian Stock enjoyed a wonderful season, leads the way. The trophy in a few seconds' time will be in his hands. There may have been rain and grey skies around Wembley today. Little shake of the hand there between the captain and chairman. Brian Stock delaying the holding up of the trophy, just waiting for the rest of the players. He's trying to usher them by as Stock receives his medal. But today it's been Bonnie for Donny. League One playoff final winners. A fantastic rise up the ladder of English football for John Ryan and Doncaster Rovers. A truly fairy tale story of redemption. Little over a decade ago, they were close to going out of business. Huge financial problems. They hardly had the resources to keep party will be a long and happy one. A great, great story for Doncaster Rovers, from the point of oblivion to the point of ecstasy. A single goal from James Hayter, 2 minutes into the second half, has taken Sean O'Driscoll's Doncaster Rovers into the Championship next season. James Hayter, the goal-scoring hero. They beat Leeds United at Wembley